the city.
Welcome to Spotlight Over the City, everyone. I've been telling you that we had a lit interview coming up, and as promised, we have got actor, director, choreographer, and I'm sure he will add to that list of accolades. He is one of the most amazing, talented people out there in the industry. We have been following his journey for a very long time, and we are excited to welcome to our Spotlight family, Tallie B, y'all.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's good? Family Rattlers in the house, what's up?
Yes. Tallie B is all the way out on the West Coast and agreed to give us some of his valuable time because I know you are very busy. We heard you are working on some rehearsals out there. Tell us about that. What's going on?
So this week, I'm so grateful to actually be participating in the Billboard Awards. I'm actually going to be performing with her, Khaled, and Migos for this performance.
No way.
Yeah.
Her, Khaled, and Migos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is an honor.
Yeah, it is. Like I've been adding some names to my bucket list, and those were some names that I didn't even really think that I would be excited to get on. But once it came across my lap, I was like, oh yeah, those are some good names to put on the resume.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So that just happened like that, just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Friends in the industry, other choreographers and creative directors and things like that. Sometimes, they're looking for specifically what you are, and that's how it is. So, that's all just favor, and that's just being in line, being in alignment with the universe,
Can you say that again? My husband and I are really, really big on that. Tell them again for the people in the back who didn't hear. What does it take?
A lot of times that's just favor, and that's alignment with your energy in the universe.
Absolutely. Well, you have been on your grind for a very, very long time, right?
Yes, I have.
Most of us remember you from Stomp the Yard.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of us remember you from The Quad, which was one of my favorite shows, and I'm so disappointed that it did not continue, right? Tell us about that if you can. But so take us back. For those who are not familiar with Tallie B, shame on you if you're not familiar with Tallie B. I mean, you've been, but for those who are not, or maybe some of the younger people, tell us a little bit about your journey.
Okay, so let me see. I'll start back in high school. The reason I start back in high school is that's when I really started to dig into. I started in the arts. I started in music. I was a trombonist. I was in the band when I was in elementary school, middle school, and as
trombone,
I got
that big thing.
Trombone, yeah, that's my jam. So once I started to get in high school, that's when I started to kind of tune myself more towards, going into the industry of music in some capacity. So I was a marching band head. Shout out to Tri-Cities High School, East Point, Georgia. That's my alma mater. Yeah, we're a visual and performing arts school. So I've been surrounded by the arts in many factions. My older sister, Tallie Brinson, she's actually a Broadway actress of over 10, 15 years. So
it's in the blood.
It's in the blood. But some of the siblings chose other routes. Most of the siblings, in entertainment. But so that's where I got my first taste of just performing, period. But the first thing was music. It was being in the band. From there, I attended Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, Tallahassee, Florida. That's in 2002. I marched in the world-renowned FAMU Marching 100 band. I became trombone section leader at Florida A&M University amongst a myriad of other organizations. So shout out to the HBCUs. I have to put that in there because that's all the foundation.
Yes, you could not leave that out. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So from there, just getting refined in that organization and one other organization that's very integral to where I am today is the FAMU Strikers, founded by Mr. Shapiro Hardiman from Miami, Florida. So the Strikers is a all-male dance crew established at FAMU and in 1989. And we've had plenty of numbers of guys come through, matriculate through that organization. And with the band being my outlet to the big stage, you know, being out on the football field. And, you know, FAMU, y'all know we fill up stadiums, we fill up domes. You know, some people, you know, you watch Drumline, you know,
Yes,
halftime and
indeed.
showtime. That's really what it is. So I kind of got that experience of being on the stage with so many people, but then the Strikers gave me more of a refinement because, you know, it's a smaller stage, you can actually stand out. I'm on the field with 100 with over 400 people. So, you know, you kind of rocking with the group, but the Strikers put me front and center and gave me that showmanship and understanding show business. So shout out to both of those organizations. Yeah, and that's how I got my start actually in the industry, was through each one as well. In the marching 100, I performed in the Super Bowl with Prince with the marching 100. That was huge. I didn't think it would get any bigger than that, but then I actually had the opportunity to do the 2005 Grammys with Kanye West and Jamie Foxx. So that that was huge.
Man, his accolades now.
Right.
You've really been on. I mean, your journey, just like I read a lot about you, but some of this stuff I did not read. And so I'm sitting here like, wow, you really have had an amazing journey.
I've had an amazing journey. Like I said, from the band, that was huge. That was big. On the Strikers side, we had performed on like MTV and BET, you know, when they had 106 in Park. We had, you know, those were some really, really good opportunities. But then the main one that really springboarded me into the industry was the show America's Best Dance Crew on MTV.
That's right.
Yeah. That's the one. Our founder, he chose me to be the spokesperson and the crew leader on that show. And we finished in the top 4, 6 out of 8 weeks. At somewhere in the 5th week, we started to realize, you know, of course we were focused on winning the competition, but we started to think about it. We were like, wait, we've been on television for the last 6 weeks, 5 weeks then. We're like, I feel like we've had enough screen time to go to California and pursue the career. Because initially we got on the show and we like, yo, we're doing well. We got to go back to FAMU and we got to run the yard. Yes, that was the initial mindset. And then we were like, wait, there's more that we can do with this once we started to really sit back and think about it. So we all, 6 of the 7 of us, decided to stay in LA after the show. We went back to FAMU for a second to tie up loose ends and everything. And then we shot back out to California and we were just like, hey, we are here. And
like y'all just pulled up.
And
I know that's right.
People who had saw us on the show, one of our most integral parts outside of our founder, Chappelle Hardiman, choreographer Chuck Maldonado, who choreographed Stomp the Yard. He is actually, it was his idea for us to come on as a stepping crew. We were the first all-male African-American collegiate step crew on that show.
Oh my gosh, that's major. See, people don't understand how major that really is.
Yeah, because he explained to us, this show is about great dancers, but it's also about great dancers with something different to offer. We thought we just were gonna, because we came in just as dancers. We were gonna come in there, do our South Florida thing, you know what I'm saying, and come in and just like, he's like, okay, there's a lot of great crews that come here. There people can dance, you give them a song to do it, but you gotta have a theme, you have to have an angle. Stomp the Yard was very popular because of the work that he done with that show, and I mean with that film, and he said, you guys gotta come in with that. Who steps? I happen to step, one or two of the other guys happen to step. We had to teach the rest of the guys how to step. I'm the only one that's actually in a Black Greek organization, Omega Psi Phi.
I see, because I see the background. I was going to ask about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so shout out to the Mighty Melodic Bloody Upsilon Psi chapter, FAMU. And I'm also a part of the Omicron Gamma chapter of FAMU Alpha. FAMU Alpha is a music fraternity. So I'm pulling from so many different angles and organization and groups that I was a part of to actually put this together and actually make it work, you know what I'm saying? And taking the right advice. Our founder, he said, you know what? I understand what you guys need to do to survive on this show. It's show business. So yes, even though that's not what the strikers do, the FAMU strikers, learn that because someone who's giving us the advice is saying, this is what you need to do. We auditioned, they loved us. Fast forward, we finished on the top 4 and decided to go out to LA. And everybody who saw us on the show, people started calling that number. We actually, one of the stage directors, I believe she was stage director at the time of America's Best Dance Crew. We rung her up when we got to California. She became our manager.
Really?
And
see, and I believe in coincidence. So all of that was that's divine order. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So shout out to Jerry Churchill. She took us under her wing. Before we knew it, we were performing for Ron Myers, CEO of Universal. You know, his son was like, wow, the Strikers was my favorite crew on the show. He was having a birthday party. And we're like, because she couldn't even tell us where we were going. We were like, okay, well, we just know we're going to go up and perform. We're like, whoa, do y'all see the Universal building?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, that's he on the top floor.
Right.
You know? So yeah, that just the blessings just keep coming. Like, so there's so many names that you know,
along
just
the way,
our guardian angels, you know what I'm saying, who just gave us the leg up, you know. Yeah.
And that's who they are. They're guardian angels. And you know what? I love this conversation because, again, my husband and I, we talk about those types of things and being in alignment and putting the right energy out into the universe. And, you know, and the guardian angels will keep coming and the blessings will keep coming and the blessings continue to overflow. And that has happened in your career. So I just want to say, you know, we here in the DMV are super proud of everything you've done. We love all the roles you've played and the films that you've played. What do you feel was like, when did it like pop? Like, what was that one thing? Was it the Stomp the Yard or was it something else that it really was just like, that's when it took off?
Well, for me, so I'll have to talk through it from different perspectives. Okay. I started out mainly as a dancer. I will say, I mean, not Stomp the Yard. I will say that America's Best Dance Crew itself was a huge catapult. That was the catalyst to everything that came after that. Now, stepping away from there, I had a very young look for my age. And Chuck Maldonado, who was the choreographer and person very integral for getting us on America's Best Dance Crew, he started to book us on a show that he had been working on. It was a Nickelodeon show called The Fresh Beats. It was a kid's show, but they have really great choreography. So he was putting us to work when he could, when the demographic would allow. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a whole crew of black kids on there, you know.
Right.
And then he told me, like, you would do really well in Nickelodeon, Disney, the younger, because it's like you're of age and you're very mature, you're older, but you look very young, and they tend to book those people because of, you know, things like professionalism and union issues and things like that with having minors booked. So I went through him, and the first Disney film that I did was called Camp Rock 2. That was with the Jonas Brothers. That was with the Jonas Brothers.
I remember.
Yeah, and the lead choreographer on that was Rosario McCoy. Chuck Maldonado was one of the assistant choreographers. So that really stamped my lane and what would work for me. You know, the chances with my look and my height, you know, that was what was key for me. So I went on to do Nickelodeon Victorious. I went on to do Disney Shake It Up? I think that was another kids show. Kids sitcom. So that started to become my lane.
Hey, do you know how many people watch those kids shows on Nickelodeon?
Oh, all them kids. Yeah. So
that's the move.
That was the move right there. And those relationships with those choreographers sustained me through my career as a dancer. You know, I just went from one thing to the next, one film to the next. And that's when Stomp the Yard came along. And then from there, we did the Step Up series. Step Up.
I remember that.
Yeah, that while I was doing one film, while I was doing Camp Rock 2, I ended up getting the opportunity to be Alvin and the Chipmunks as a body double for one of the reshoot scenes. So I ended up slipping into that film. So again, it just kept flowing in.
Kept flowing in. So fast forward, when did you meet Aaliyah?
So I met Aaliyah. It's been we always debating of like when was it? 5 years, 6 years. But I was actually dancing for Keisha Cole.
Okay.
Yeah, I was dancing for Keisha Cole, Point of No Return. I believe that was the tour that we had done. And Aaliyah was actually one of the new dancers. We had went through a couple of, it was 2 guys, 2 girls. The guys, we stayed consistent. One of my Striker brothers who did America's Best Dancer with me, we were both the guys, and we had, just been riding the wheels out. And they kind of went through a couple of different females, coming in and out, for various reasons. But she was one of the new ladies who was hired for that job. And I had known of her, but just very vaguely before that. Mm-hmm. And, we just met on our first performance, and we just knew that the chemistry there.
That chemistry and the energy.
The chemistry and the energy.
We watch y'all so much. My husband and I, we're old. Like I'm almost 51 and my husband's 53, and we have this.
That ain't old,
right? But we watch the 2 of you all do your little dances together. We in here with our old stuff, rubbing stuff on our knees. We be trying. We've been trying it. I just want you to know that we really are true fans, and we love your fiance as well. So please make sure you let her know that those of us in the DMV spotlight over the city, we love both of you.
I will.
Before I let you go, I want to talk about.
I was gonna say, you keep saying DMV. One thing to add. Actually, no, we weren't. The DMV always shows love. I was just gonna say that because when she went and did classes there, I mean, talking about packed out, sold out, the meet and greets and everything like that. So yeah, DMV shows so much love. So we appreciate and love you guys for that.
Yes, we do. We love y'all back. But I don't want to let you go without you talking about what you've got going on now. And we love your YouTube channel as well, The Brinson. So for those of you who have not subscribed to their YouTube channel, you have to. And you can keep up. We saw the engagement, all that kind of stuff. So tell everybody about what you've got going on now and what your fans can look forward to.
So one thing is I have a company called Selfish, SELF-ish. This is a life empowering brand. It's for the unapologetic acceptance of self-love. You first. I think it's very important as we're discovering and bringing more attention to mental health, that people understand you got to put yourself at the top of your own list, and the pecking order should be you first, so that you could sow seeds into the lives and be a true help to the people around you. A lot of people, and these were things that I discovered in myself that I knew I needed to improve upon if I'm to make it to the next level, whatever level that is, from any place. So that company is being rebranded. I'll actually be releasing a lot of material on my YouTube channel, Tallie B, which we recently launched. And so I'm excited about that. I also have an apparel line through Selfish. So that is great.
So, so the Tallie B channel, is that different than the Brinson's channel?
Yes. Okay. So the Brinsons, that's me and my queen and just all our antics, everything we get into. We love to do relationship talks, and a lot of people ask us advice about, what makes our relationship work. And we just love to share and celebrate not only Black love, but love, period. And healthy relationships. Yes. Whether they're intimate, whether they're family, whatever relationship you are in, we hope that something that we do, say, show, helps a person in their own. So the Brinson's channel, that is off and running. Then I have a YouTube channel, Tallie B. That's more of me personally. This week with the Billboard Awards will be a huge episode. So I'm documenting as much as I can of the process and letting people see all the inner workings and just how amazing that this is going to turn out to be. And that's why people
can't wait.
Life and everything else. Yeah. So that's my personal stuff. Because, nowadays, you have things that you're actually booking or getting booked on, but then we have the power to actually create things ourselves. So,
yes, indeed.
That's going on. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
One of my other affiliate companies, Blank Canvas, we're having what's called the Blank Canvas Renaissance, which will be a digital concert of sorts. And it's a mixture of a variety show. So we have some comedic scenes that are going to be continuations, as well as some top tier performers headlining. We have we have some people in line. I don't want to, say the names.
Can't spill the beans yet.
Just yet. But there has been, interest with Snoop Dogg. There has been interest with Method Man and Redman. There has been interest with Ashanti, the recording artist Masego. My
so
queen,
talented.
Yeah, my queen Aaliyah Janelle and Queens Alettos, and a lot of other talented individuals. That we're looking for that at the top of June. So dates and everything is going to be released pretty soon. So I'm very excited with that. So shout out to.
Well, keep us in the loop for that, because we're a totally Black owned media outlet based in the DMV, and we would love to just help spread the word about anything like that.
Absolutely.
The word about, get more people tuned in. Let us know. Make sure you let us know. Okay, I have 2 questions from my 12-year-old niece, who is a superstar dancer.
Okay.
She's going to be on a scholarship to go out in Hollywood to dance at the end of July. And
congratulations.
Yes, but she said, can I ask you 2 questions? In the professional world, what is valued more? She's talking about dance, tech, or performance.
Really, there, and without giving you just the blanket, it doesn't matter. If you are a true performer and you're auditioning for a job, or it calls for someone that doesn't necessarily need to be professional level, you will outdo the person who comes in with all the technique in the world, because performance is about your energy. It's about your facials. It's about what you deliver energetically. Now, there will be some jobs where they need someone with a technical facility to perform a certain task, whatever that type of dancing is, whatever that type of hobby or skill set that you have. So the good thing is, whether you're one or the other, there is a place for you, and it's up to you. What's more important is understanding which one you are stronger with, and improving upon the other one, so that whatever job comes upon, sometimes what you want to do is be able to bridge that gap, have just enough technical ability and have just enough performance to book whatever job it is. I have done jobs where I had no technical ability in it, but I'm a performer. I know how to sell myself. Right. Commercial world, when you talk about commercials, they say, can you play the kazoo? And I say, can I play the kazoo? Of course, in every key. And you come in and you figure it out.
You figure it out, right?
And you figure it out. That's part of the performance. Certain jobs, they'll let you know, we need you to be able to play this. Can you play this in the audition? Hey, at this one, hey, you can have it, because you actually need a tier 1, top tier A1 kazoo player. I'm gonna let the real kazoo player get this one, but you don't say no to anything unless it compromises the morals, take it on. And that's the best advice that I can give you. So get out of your head about whether, it's really about both. Balance, that's life.
I love that. Love that. One last question. How do you balance so many skills, dancing, acting, directing? And because she's 12 and she's feeling like she's going to go to dance rehearsal every day, except she's only off 1 day a week. And then she's at school, and then she's got friends, and she's like, how do you do it?
Let me think good about this, because that's the world that I live in.
Yeah.
It's more about
something.
That phrase, that cliche phrase, they say, know thyself. Once you're sensitive enough to your feelings and your source and your talent, your creativity, you will know when to go from a seasonal thing to more of a variety, based on your week. There are some times where the dancing, it is flowing out. It's work. Those jobs are coming back to back to back. It's dance season.
Right.
I'm booking dancing, or if it's music, it comes, I'm going to give it. Now, what I'll do is, if one of my talents is actually taking the forefront, I'll make sure to put my energy into it wholeheartedly. And my other talents, work on them as more of a rehearsing, and keeping them sharp and keeping it fresh, so that if an opportunity comes, you're not too far off from where you really feel like you will be proficient at that. And then sometimes when everything slows down, then you say, okay, now I'm gonna, set myself up in the week to pay attention to this talent on these days, pay attention to this talent on these days, these days. You have all your irons, all your horses in the stable, and they stay fed. They stay ready to race.
They stay ready. So you don't have to
stay ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the person who commits to the idea of grinding, because the idea of grinding is friction, it's tension, it's resistance. We don't grind, we flow. There's an ebb and flow of life.
I like it.
So if it's the season for that thing, focus on it, do it. And you got to get used to feeling, your energy. Sometimes I had to step away from dance for a while. Sometimes I had to step away from acting for a while. Sometimes I had to step away from social media for a while. Depending on what I do. And that all circles back to my company, Selfish. You got to do what you need to do for yourself, because your energy is more important than anything else.
That's right. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate your time. I want you to let people know how they can follow you. If there's any type of website, whatever it is, tell them, give it all to them right now.
Okay, you can follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna say TikTok first, because I've been loving TikTok. At the Tallie B. That's THE, my name, TALLIEB, and on Instagram at Tallie B. Okay, and then on my YouTube channel, you can follow the Brinsons, subscribe there, or you can follow Tallie B. You can subscribe there on YouTube. That's where you can find me. Everything else that you can get to, Selfish and everything, you can get through those through page.
Those channels. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so very much. Again, we will keep in touch with you. Make sure you let us know if there's anything that we can help spread the word about, anything that you're doing, or Aaliyah, because we love her too. And
absolutely.
Just thanking you on behalf of me and my husband, Stan Long, and Spotlight Over the City.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. And you enjoy the rest of your week and be good. We cannot wait to see you on the Billboard Awards. I'm so super excited.
Yes. And possibly on the big screen soon. I can't say nothing about it.
Dang. But you let us know. When you can let us know, you will.
Y'all will be the first to know.
Pinky promise.
Okay.
We're going to let Tallie B go, and we will catch up with you later. Thanks again. You all tune back into Spotlight Over the City every Thursday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. It's your girl T-Bomb, and I'm missing my sidekick, but y'all know we love him. Y'all say, give a shout out to Stan, because I held it down, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Stan's the man, but Terry got it tonight.
I got it tonight. All right. We'll talk to you later, Tallie. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. You too.
Bye-bye.
Spotlight.
Spotlight over the city.